Choose or take the path to help people, to support people, to be there for people. So we have to come from a clean place. I know that I have to love myself, help myself, be myself enough to be able to be there for other people, be there for myself. Every time I want to do something, I have to feel good about it, enough for me to make other people feel good about it. It's not the other way around. It's not checking first what people want or what people expect for you or what people hope you will do or be, and then figure out how to go, you will adjust to that. That's the wrong direction to go about this. It starts with you. And yes, it's okay to start with you. It's okay to think about you first, and that's the only way to be really effective in everything you do. Because take a moment and think about it. If I decided to stay in that company because I didn't want to disappoint my manager, because I didn't want to disappoint my HR, because the second time I went straight to the HR and again she didn't want me to leave, but if I wanted to please her, please my colleagues that were begging me to stay, my team that was crying to see me go, I would have stayed. Everybody would have been happy. But how about me? So those questions, we face them over and over again in our life, in our journey as entrepreneurs. Can I be me? Can I do my thing? Can I do it my way? Even if no one else understands, even if no one else supports what I'm doing, even if no one else understands what I'm doing right now, can I still be me and do my thing my way, how I want it? Anyway, I finally quit. I will skip the leave of absence my HR gave me just to give me time to work on my business and come back, and I said no. So when I went full-time in my business with no paycheck coming in, no income coming in, and keep in mind when I quit, I didn't have a client. I had zero money coming in my business. So it was really a crazy, scary move. It wasn't a light decision. I didn't save thousands of dollars to prepare that move because I was spending a lot of money in programs and coaching. I was investing in myself, so I didn't have savings. It was really a crazy move. But I knew deep down that this is what I wanted. I knew without a doubt that this is what I really wanted to do. I didn't know how it's going to work. I didn't even know if it would work, but I knew one thing: this is what I wanted, and I went with it. And I went with it, and I was right. I know it's scary sometimes. It's in business, and I know that now that I'm full-time in business, sometimes you want to do things. You have decisions to make. You have a direction in which you want to take your business to. And sometimes no one else does that. No one else. It doesn't make sense. Nobody did that before you, or people you know. Maybe somebody did it somewhere, but the people you talk to, the people you work with, or you are networking with, we tell you, no, you don't do that way. It doesn't work that way. It can't work that way. But you have something in you telling you, this is how I want to do it. What do you do in those moments? Do you go with what they tell you, their experience, their story, their truth? Or do you choose to be you at that moment and do you? How courageous are you to step in to your power at that moment and say, this is what I want and I'm going with it? Can you be you? Another moment where I had to ask to myself, can I be me? Is when I went full-time in business, right? I was paying all those coaching programs. I was in great, amazing coaching programs. I'm not going to say they were not great. They worked for thousands of people, so they were great. The coaches were so successful that they knew what they were talking about, right? But again, that question was there. In these programs, in these amazing containers, working with these incredible, successful coaches, can I be me? Can I do it my way? Can I choose what I want to do? Can I choose how I want to implement the strategy you are teaching me, you are showing me? Is it okay to be me? And the answer most of the time was no. The answer most of the time in those programs from those coaches was no. You do it my way. because that's the only way for you to get there. That's the only way for you to get the results you want. I have done it for thousands of people before you. I have worked with thousands of clients. It has worked for them if they do it the way I ask them to do it, if they do it my way. Can you relate to that? Have you been there where they tell you this is the way? If you do it differently, I'm not responsible. But if you do exactly what I tell you, it's going to work 100%. So in those programs, again, that question was there. I wasn't me. But I wasn't safe at that time. I didn't have the confidence to be me. So I will try to fit in. I will try to do it their way, exactly as they were asking me to do it. I will try to do it without questioning it. I will force myself to do it, even when my soul was screaming that this doesn't feel good. No, I don't want to do it like this. I don't like this way. Even when my soul was screaming like that, I wasn't listening. I was stuck in my head. I was trying to fit. It wasn't okay. I didn't feel safe to be me. I didn't feel okay to be me because I had no evidence that me was good enough to get me where I wanted to go. I had no evidence that I could trust myself. I had no evidence that that me knew the way to get me where I wanted to go. So I would shut myself, I would shut that voice out. I would say, shut up. Just listen to that person. They know better. And you paid so much money, you better take advantage of your money and do it their way. And it didn't work. I tried really hard. And every time I would fail to follow the step by step, because it's so hard to be someone else. Remember our topic today? How do you think, what do you do when you feel like you have to be someone else in order to be successful? What do you do? So I was trying to be someone else. I was trying to do it the way they were doing it, the way other people were doing it, and it was working for them. But because it wasn't my way, because it wasn't me, I wasn't being me at that moment, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. And I was beating myself up. I was going into the conversation of, what is wrong with you, Crystal? Why can't you just get it right? Why can't you just do it like everyone else? And I will try harder. And the frustration will keep growing. And the more I will not get results, the more frustrated I will be, the harder I will try. I will be at the verge of burnout. Thank God I didn't get there. But it was coming. Because you try so hard to be someone else. You push so hard. You look around, you are lost. You look around and look at what other people are doing. You try so hard to be like them and get where they are. But just ask to yourself, can I be me for a second? And do it my way and run my business my way. The moment I sat back and I asked to myself, can I be me in my business? Can I be me and make it work? It was a tough move to make because I was new in this business. I had no evidence that I was good enough. That's where we lose connection with ourselves. We lose trust in ourselves. I don't see any comments. I don't know if you guys are there. Sorry, Facebook sometimes don't allow people to see comments. So I don't know if somebody is posting something. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see any comments. Sometimes it happens. But I hope you are following with me. So I had to go back within myself and learn to trust myself. Realign with myself. I had to do that work of aligning with who I really am.